Welcome back, awesome Action Toy fans and subscribers. Today is Sunday the 21st of January 2024. I'm looking at this Mithril Action Figures Guardian of the Horde. This is 1/10 scale for ages 17 plus, so I just about qualify. And it says, they are nobody but for a moment in your memory. Not sure quite what that means. Let's get a look at the box. Lovely, nice, big looking figure. We expect that being 1/10 scale. Shows us, the actual figure sort of taking off its helmet there. Good articulation, looks like. On the back, we can see the figure, how to put on the pauldron. You've got to take the shoulder out, 2 parts to the shoulder. Shows the ankles pop out for putting on the shin guards, I expect. It does look a bit like he skipped leg day, but that could just be an illusion. It comes with a heap of accessories. You can see, look at that, different hands, the flags, different shoes, all sorts of stuff. Very cool. Okay, I'm going to unbox and set him up. I'll be back in an instant. Stay tuned. And here he is. He is one big imposing boy with some amazing details, but lacking in a couple of areas we'll look at in a moment. Before we go to accessories, please consider joining the Patreon, link in the top right of your screen now, or also in the description below. Get to see all the content before it's published on YouTube, exclusive videos from time to time, and also we do have prize draws, so it is worth checking that out. Plus you get 7 days free trial if you want to have a look. You can cancel any time in the 7 days. Okay, so let's look at accessories. He comes with 3 extra pairs of hands. So he comes with the obligatory left and right fist, almost like Hulk. The green. Very nice. This is quite firm plastic. You come with pointing hand, which is pretty cool. Now it's worth pointing out the pointing hands. Worth noting on these hands that is actually quite a rubbery plastic on the actual fingers, which is pretty nice. So you don't feel like you're going to snap them. And then you get the almost obligatory again open hands. Again, these are quite rubbery fingers, and so you don't get the impression they're going to break easily. Now I want to say some details are missing. I don't think they are inked enough. There needs to be more inking on these so the details pop, but that's just a minor thing, but they do look great. You get unarmored feet. You can see he's got toe articulation. Now the paint job is nice, subtle, but again I would prefer more inking on these to make the colour pop, but it does look good. You get an unhelmeted head, which looks absolutely fantastic. Again, maybe a touch more ink, and it has got it, and it's quite subtle. You see it more in the white there, but more in the green I'm referring to. You get a necklace, elasticated, so it's quite easy to fit on him. And you get the standard, which looks really nice. The wood effect is great. The rope, the painting, the banner, I should call it, as opposed to a standard, looks great too. Very good. And the broken part of the vine just looks fantastic. The way it hangs and moves on that metal chain section is absolutely great. Now the figure itself. Let's get a close look at this. I will bring him in close. I will take the sword out first. You can see the rubbery fingers, very easy to grip and very easy to take out the weapons. So great big sword of descriptions of that as well. Very nice looking. It's got some give, but you get the impression if you bend too much it would snap, so just be careful. But this is where the rubbery fingers really do come in their own. You don't get that impression it's going to break the rubbery fingers when you try to hold it. I've got some paint running, it appears, you can see just there, which is a shame, but that's just minor. Will that come off? Don't think so, but it does look good. Okay, the figure. In fact, let me zoom out slightly for this, I think. Bit more. There we go. Nice focus on that. Great looking mask. Now that picture on the box where he's holding his mask up or trying to put it on is a bit deceiving, because this is actually an alternate head, and I can't see that mask coming off. In fact, you look at it, it's part of the same. It's part of the head, so that was a bit deceiving. But that looks good. The pauldrons look fantastic. I mean, the paintwork on that is top notch. There's sort of subtle shading, which really is a bit too subtle on the green parts, but that's top notch. The skull part, the armor parts, the bone, This chest part here has got some work. I prefer to be a bit heavier on that to make it pop. The rope looks great, but the armor looks amazing. It's got soft, good trousers or pants if you're American. Again, the work here and on the gold, it's just really, really something else. And the hair looks great too. And you see, if I take the head off, that it is just one piece, not a separate helmet. Now, it's worth noting that the head part there again is actually not too rubbery, so it's not bad. But it's quite a small neck peg, has to be said. The neck part though, look at that. That is very rubbery. Such great details. So I will swap his head around to the non-armoured one. Easy to come in. Oh, that looks even better. That just looks great. That looks absolutely fantastic. Now, if you want to take the pauldrons off, you've got to take the shoulder out and then pop out. I'm guessing it's going to be easy. I don't want to ball and pop. Let's have a look. Don't break my new expensive toy. There we go. So, it's got a little cup. You can see the internal mechanism. Oh, it's got a shoulder roll forwards too. Look at that. That's going to be coming really handy. Very nice to see. Then you've got to pop this part off, and you can take this off over there. You can pop back on. It tells you, was that the wrong way? There we go. It tells you it's the right arm. Then that should pop in. It should be that way, I think. That's what it looks like. Let's get this right first. I'm doing it the wrong way. Is it that way instead? There we go. Off screen. There we go. Now I'll do that because it'll make the articulation slightly easier. Okay, he's such a fantastic looking figure, I have to say. And this mixture of rubbery parts and hard plastic is going to make it a lot easier for doing some of the part swapping and whatnot. So articulation, head, nice left to right, sort of rubbery sound. Up, down is pretty good, and he's got a good side to side. Shoulder should be all the way around. He can come in and out because the butterfly joint, but there's some resistance with the rubber against rubber. Lateral raise. It's getting 90. Much more than that, and I think that'll pop. They are getting a gap there, you can see underneath, but it still is okay. But it doesn't feel like it's enough. There we go, there we go. Outwards is there. Bicep bend is not quite 90, but if I was to take off this armor part here, it should be just a case of taking his hand out. The hands are rubbery, these ones. There we go. Then bicep bend is 90. Elbow, a little bit ugly, but it's okay. Hand is a joint. So you've got to find where the joint is, as I just did then. And it's that way. I can change it for a... Sorry, it's that way, a wave. I can change it for a gun articulation if I want. Trunk. I'm trying to have a look if he's got a separate trunk. I can't see. Let's have a quick gan. No, let me just look on the box on that picture on the back again on his trunk. So trunk looks like he does have a trunk. I say looks like, I can't be sure. Even on looking on the box. Yeah, there's trunk articulation. We can see the seam there. But it's going to be very sideways. You can sort of see it. But he's very limited by the armor. He can turn. Legs, again, this arm is going to be very limiting, and the trousers, the pants are going to limit the legs going outwards to a degree, but it's not bad, to be fair. Just put it in again. Forwards, not great. Backwards is all right, actually, backwards, to be said. You can twist the thigh. Knee is a double, I can feel. It's quite bulky, but it does get over 90 degrees. Foot, there is a turn. There is a small swivel. He gets a small tippy toe like this, and a tiny or non-existent dorsiflexation with the armor on. I think I prefer him without all the bulk. Without all the bulky parts on. It looks great. Maybe with the pauldron on, but not the what was it? I forgot what I was saying. Not the armored head. Very cool. If you want to put this one, I can just put it over his hair. Oh, I should point out that his hair is articulated left and right too. Under his beard like that if I wanted to. Maybe over his beard is slightly better, I'm not sure. Very, very cool. Let's get him with his big sword, one hand at a time. See, the fingers are so rubbery, very easy to pop this in, which is nice. So we can hold this in one hand. In the other hand, I can have him holding the sort of banner, the standard. Again, that should be very easy to pop in this nice rubbery hand. And the fact that he makes this sort of wood look so tiny, makes him look like a giant. Let's stick him there. Let's move these bits out the way. Let's get an idea of his size and we'll do a comparison. So 1/10 scale. To the top of his head and top of the hair is what we'll do. So he's going the other side. A bit too long there perhaps. There we go. To the top of his... that big enough? Just a bit more, I think. Okay, so the top of his head, we're looking at about... It's quite hard to see. Around 20 and a half. Top of the hair is about 22 cm. So he's not a small boy. Let's do a couple of 1/12 comparisons. So I'll compare him to something that's could almost fit, well, a couple of things that can fit in with him. First, my Berserker Bear, my Panda, the limited edition version with the Night Forge accessories. Yeah, they could work in the same universe. The Panda's just massive anyway. But those Berserker Bears are just amazing. Link in the top right, I've not seen that. So cool. Very, very cool. Next, I'll use my, I can't remember what it's called now. My, it's a tiger anyway. It's like a Kung Fu tiger. Not got his accessories out with him, but again, scales very well. Next, I use my, I guess Asura means demon. They look very similar, but this guy's just so much smaller, even though, but this guy is 1/12 scale. They could sort of work in the same universe. He's pretty cool. I use my my LA Comic Con exclusive sort of Rhino Man. Let's get his feet standing properly. Who's just a brute. Again, they could scale well in the same universe too. Very, very nice indeed. I do like that a lot. Okay, let's go and compare some smaller figures. Since this channel is predominantly a 1/18 scale focus channel, let's do some 1/18. So let's start with the my obligatory Sigurd the Survivor, Boss Fight Studios. Yeah, Sigurd is not looking forward to this one. He's like, oh, not again. I want to be Sigurd the retired, Sigurd the relaxing, not Sigurd I'm going to get butchered by everything in that. And you can see he's literally more than twice as tall as Sigurd. And then let's do something which is going to be a bit more in line with the aesthetic. So a Joy Toy Dark Source or Jianghu figure, which is a sort of Chinese martial arts looking. This is one of the cavalry. He's going to feel like, yeah, I need my horse so I can run away. He is sort of, again, wandered into the wrong part of the forest. They could work in the same universe, fighting monsters and whatnot. Very nice release. My first toy from this line, Mithril Action. And I've got to say, I like it. That mixture of the hard plastic and the more rubbery plastic does work well. Articulation is actually pretty decent, but you need to remove parts of the arm to get better articulation. I would be tempted to move the other pauldron and will I change his feet round? Maybe I'll change his feet round as well. I'd keep the pants on. Because there's no painted legs. It's like he'd just been his underwear basically. But this is a great looking figure. I like this a lot. I think it's look fantastic on the shelf. Okay, hope you enjoyed the view. Please consider joining the Patreon. Subscribe to this channel. Share this video. And I'll see you in the next one soon. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye bye.